This is the unique AVA1500-60-1P colorful packing box. Lead box on floor. Cut the remove straps. Remove box cover. Take out all parts and hardware pouches. Ready for assemble. First lay the foam sheet on floor. Take 4 wheels and cart base with bottom facing up. Engage 4 wheels brake disc to prevent wheel turning. Turn 4 wheels into 4 base fit fret hose and tighten them by spanner. Turn over base. Place shorter feet toward you. Take post assembly with labels facing you and slide into 2 pole holes. These are 2MB hardware pouches. Take 4 screws from hardware pouch. Turn 2 screws into the lower post. Connecting plate tightened by Allen key. Flip down base assembly. Turn 2 remaining screws into 2 bottom thread holes, tightened by Allen key. Lift up base assembly. This is adjustable height label for reference. It is 50 mm instead. To set desired height, use one hand thumb depress against the spring ball. Another hand then grabs and twists the upper pole. Along spring ball slip inside pole. Then pull pole upward by both hands until your desired height is set. Then twist the pole in reverse direction until spring ball appears. Repeat the same procedures on the other pole. Draw out place AV shelf from brown box. Take Allen key, left and right shelf support arms, 2 circular locks and 2 screws. First, turn over AV shelf. Slide right support arms, teardrop hole into shelf pivot pin. Pull support arm downward to engage a smaller teardrop hole. Hold shelf assembly vertically tight by hand. Another, take a circular lock and slide into arms open slot. Then hold shelf assembly horizontally by both hands. Moves toward pole and let arm and circular lock go around. Insert and turn screw into circular lock, tightened by Allen key. Repeat the same procedures on the other support arm. Align locking plate screw holes with post. Insert 4 screws. Here is the interface for TV. There are 4 threaded holes. Align interface thread hose to screws. Turn screws into 4 thread hose. Tightened by Allen key. Before installing vertical rails onto TV or smartboard, ensure TV or smartboard is at right up position. Take left and right vertical rails. Put vertical rails, spacer, screws, and washers on it. Ensure rails are at the correct left-right positions. As video for example, put spacers on top of locking holes. Lay the vertical rails on it. Tighten up by Phillips screwdriver. Carry assembled TV by 2 persons. Place it on top of interface center. Take left-right locking blades. Slide it into locking hole at the lower rail. Tighten them by Phillips screwdriver. Before installing the video tray, remove the 2 screws from locking plate. Here is the video tray connecting plate. Remove 4 screws from it. Put the video cam locking plate on top of the connecting plate. Using back the 4 screws that removed before, insert and turn into the 4 thread hose. Move assembly near to the locking plate. Align 2 thread hose with connecting plate slots. Insert and turn 2 screws into thread hose. Set desired video tray height and tighten. These are the cable window seals. Fingers press into cable window, that is it. There are 4 of them. Using same method to seal them all. Take plastic cover to cover up pole button connecting plate. By now, the installation of AVA1500-60-1P mobile cart is fully completed. Release 4 wheels brake disc. Cart is then ready to be used. Here is the video cam installation position. The NB AVA1500-60-1P comes with a good aesthetics look, economics and practical. Here is the NB AVA1870-1P heavy-duty mobile cart unique color box. The assemble procedures are about the same with AVA1500. Draw out 2 screws and Allen key from hardware pouch. Insert and turn into each post thread hose located above each of the spring ball, tightened by Allen key firmly. These are the 5 components of AVA1500-60-1P AV shelf assembly. C channels, holding blocks, and shelf edge cover. Remove 4 screws from C channels first. Then place right holding block with arc surface engaged onto right pole. Take C channel with 4 screws thread hose facing front. Slide it into right holding block grooves. Take left holding block. Repeat procedure as like left holding block. Slide it into the left holding block grooves and push forward. Take the whole AV shelf, move close and engage onto channel assembly. Then raise both AV shelf and channel assembly by 2 hands until your desired height. Insert and turn 4 screws back to the same positions as removed earlier. Tighten by Phillips screwdriver. Cover up from shelf edge by plastic edge cover and ended up AV shelf installation. These are the back plate, 4 screws and spacers for interface plate. Move black plate close to post and align 4 screws holes to 4 pole holes. Insert 1 screw each into hole. Insert 1 spacer into each screw front. This is TV or smart board interface. Place interface plate with 4 welded nuts facing front. Moves close and align to 4 screws. Turn 4 screws into thread holes. Tighten by Allen key firmly. By now, the installation of 4 different assembly and safety screws for AVA1500-60-1P have been completed. MBTV Smart Board Card is designed and constructed with practical functions in mind, together with nice and elegant appearance. For example, commercial usage in the organization or enterprise. Because of its design comes with video cam assembly for video cam to be installed, and thus a video conference can be carried out in real time for meeting or problem-solving discussion. What more, because of the strong mobility character of card from any places within the organization and moves it into conference room for seasonal reports, meeting, or presentation, or maybe use it for company, garden parties, or celebration and gathering party activities. For home, it becomes mobile home theater and entertainment. It can be maneuvered around at home from any places, like dining hall, study room, or kitchen. Good for family members, relatives, and friends for viewing and enjoying during this visit. Especially the best of usage is for education and training if there is a need. It can be moved from one training room to another while you need just a step on brake disc after shifted. The mobile card is then been locked and stays permanently, and you can begin your lecture or training immediately in use of MB mobile cards. By cooperating with Smartboard, it drives your business even further. Your students and trainers will have better grades. In result, this is MB modernized product show hall, and all innovative and creative design products are being shown here for your viewing and feeling the best of all kinds. We MB thank you for watching the assembly procedures video clip. Remember the MB brand name, the #1 in creativities and quality. Thank you. If you do need our other series of products, please browse our official website at www.mbavmont.com. or add in with our official public WhatsApp account, MBAVMont China, so that to follow up our product launch, periodical company news, and upcoming activities.